What do you mean luck be a slop lord, Avery? Avery, why'd you change your name? I didn't suggest there's anything untowards. You'd left a comment that said luck be a slop lord, which is, it casts aspersions on Clover Pit, which might be game of the year. And that made your username appear in my brain. And I went, there was like, it returned the closest value. It did not return an exact value because you changed your name, but you didn't change your color, which is interesting. That is very interesting. You kept the same color of texting. Let me see. A lot of people think they're hiding. Hanging with the Latina baddie and my red blood cells called that. I don't know. That one's not really gonna. I see what you're doing there. You're telling jokes. You're doing wordplay. It's a little contrived, but. Hey, NL, imagine the stock market, but you have to choose between 3 random stocks every time you want to buy. That's the real stock market. You choose between VEQT, VGRO, or maybe like, I don't know. If you're looking for something that spits out a monthly distribution, maybe you want something like a cash.to. I don't know, something like that. Sadly, no Paul Thomas Anderson over the weekend. Nah, it was my kid's birthday party. I probably wouldn't have had the capacity to see it anyway, but I was otherwise occupied. It was fun though. By the way, I swear I was in sunny Richmond, British Columbia. I was unloading some stuff and taking it into the venue, and I swear to God, unless I'm being gangstalked, someone driving by shouted, "Northern Lion!" I'm not even going to ask if they're in chat because everybody's going to say that was me. But I swear it to you. I heard it 100%, and I turned around and I went I gave him like a look like, hello. I didn't actually wave, but I was like, hello. Knowing Richmond, it could have just been somebody slamming on their brakes like a block and a half away. But how'd your parents follow the monetary gift requirement? I don't know yet. The present table had a lot of bags on it, and we've unboxed a little bit of plastic junk, which was given nicely with positive thoughts in their heart, even though we did put on the invite, no gifts, please. If you want to give something, just a little bit of money would be fine. But I would say we got 50% gifts, 50% envelopes. And I think it's pretty good, because to be honest, I know how it is when you're a parent going to another kid's birthday party. Sometimes you just open up the invitation, see what day it is, put it on your calendar, and then a couple of weeks later when you're driving to the party, you're like, oh shit, I'm finally reading the invite and they said bring your swimsuit. What the fuck? They got other stuff going on. I'm not mad at them. What's this shirt? Hang on. I'm gonna own you. 1 second. I have to burp it in the microphone. I didn't mute. Guys, the capacitive mute button is not working. I literally just let it fly. It's not, the mute button's not working. Hello? It doesn't work. Okay, anyway. Why are you wearing this shirt? Oh, it's Orange Shirt Day in honor of Indigenous Persons Awareness, Truth and Reconciliation Day. So it literally is illegal for you to ask me that. That's yellow? Okay, it's literally the closest I have. I don't have an orange shirt. My kid has an orange shirt. I don't have an orange shirt. Valorant, thanks for the gift subscriptions. Thank you. That's also tomorrow? Well, the holiday's tomorrow. But if your kid goes to school, they do the... What's the word I'm looking for? They do the solemn observance of it today, because tomorrow is a holiday. By the way, YouTube doesn't want you to see this. We're saying this is red band content. Thank you, YouTube. The company that has been taking 50% of the advertising revenue the entire time I've been on the website. Thank you so much for age gating the Clover Pit video that came out yesterday, and then saying it's because there's gambling and minors shouldn't watch gambling, and then me requesting a human review and writing in the request, hey, this is a video game, it's not real gambling. I wrote 20 times, there's no real money being exchanged. There is variance, but it's all in a game. It's all in a video game. Thank you for reviewing this. And then 3 seconds after I hit the button, it goes, yeah, we reviewed your appeal, and the age gating is going to stand because it's gambling. That was a really fast human being that took a look at my review request. I really appreciate that. But anyway, it's chill. It just means that if you are under 18, unfortunately, you might not be able to watch the Clover Pit videos on YouTube that get age-gated. You'll instead be forced to watch the political content that they shove into your feed as soon as you try to watch like one funny cat video. So we're in a good place. Either way, I'm gonna, I think I'm just gonna roll 3 spins, get as many tickets as possible. Hey, Valorant, thanks again. Really appreciate it. Thank you. 5 treasure chests! You know, Valorant auto matches gift subs, right? Oh, it's still what? It doesn't cost anything to be nice. Doesn't cost anything to say thank you, Valorant. Okay, I need a big one here. Oh, it's everything. It's everything. It's everything. Of course, it's everything. I got every symbol activated. Pretty good jackpot. Pretty good jackpot. And we go again! And we get another Hamsa roll. That's crazy, man. That's pretty good. I went to the Steam page. The first negative review used the word Balatro 4 times. Guy who gives a negative review to Balatro. Yeah, I mean, listen, the thing is, what do you think is the highest possible percentage of positive reviews that a game can have and not be sus? And I'll tell you what I mean by that. 100% positive reviews is not possible because 2% of people in the world are crazy. And everybody is crazy about 2% of things, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So there's some shit, like I probably wouldn't give it a negative review, but I might be the crazy guy for some shit like Stardew Valley. Like Stardew Valley, I get no dopamine, I get no serotonin from playing it. I don't crave it, I don't find it cozy, I don't find it engaging. It just does it passes right through my brain. It's like the holes of the Swiss cheese just line up and it just goes straight through. It's just not for me. So like, I don't know, I feel like if I see something that has 92% plus, I'm like, this might be amazing. If I saw something with 100, I would be like, that's not real. YouTube's gonna love this video. We're not beefing with YouTube anymore. We're chill with YouTube. Oh, not the corporate structure, because they age-gated that Clover Pit video for no sense, but for no reason. But the YouTube audience, we got no problems with the YouTube audience. But have you seen what they like? YouTube doesn't like anything unless it's a YouTube rewind. It's rewind time. Open YouTube style. Remember that? Take me back. They hate Nightreign? Well, they don't hate Nightreign. They just don't want to watch it. I feel bad. I told Apollo. He was like, do you want to play some Nightreign this week? And I was like, I think I have to uninstall it for my own sake. Because the gulf between how much I want to play it and how much people want to watch it is higher than like any game I think I've ever played in my entire life. I would play Nightreign all week and it would be great, but like it's a catastrophic decision analytically. Just wanted to thank the person that gave me a gifted sub, but now I'm so lost. You just at Valorant. They're probably in chat right now, at Valorant. Fuck you and your kernel level anti-cheat. Yeah, on Valorant specifically, but on 2XKO, the juice is worth the squeeze. I'll take the spyware, the 10-cent spyware installed right on my BIOS in exchange for 2XKO. That game's pretty fire, to be honest with you. Can I hit you guys with something? I saw an ad yesterday that, again, made me feel like maybe I was in Eraserhead, or maybe I was the only real human being on the planet, and the universe is a simulation made just to make me laugh. So, in case you don't live in Canada, the hotness in Canada right now is American companies advertising and being like, yeah, we might be American, but like our potatoes are Canadian. Or like we might, yeah, we're an American company, but like our wheat is grown in Peterborough or something like that, right? So not to be outdone, what did Subway do? And imagine the funniest thing that Subway could do to maple wash their American company. No disrespect to the franchisees. They're no longer calling the sandwich a 6-inch and a foot long. The 6-inch sandwich is now 15.7 centimeters. I will have a 15.7 centimeter long cold cut combo, please. I will have a 31.4 centimeter long meatball marinara. It's really funny. It's working on me. I kind of want to go in just as like a Louis Theroux type thing and be like, is anyone actually ordering the 15.7 centimeter sandwich? What world are you living in? Whoa. You're saying, I mean, here's the thing. You guys are saying they're doing freedom fries. Yeah, but you guys know that you guys are the bad guys in both the freedom fries and the 15.7 centimeter snafu here, right? Like it's not the same scenario. You guys were wrong. Okay, all right, you know. All right, never mind then. You know what? I'll smoke a fucking cigarette. I don't give a shit, man. Rocker Trump listens to Outkast. Rock on, Chiblee! Yeah, probably, but he's Rocker Trump doesn't quite get it. Rocker Trump's favorite Outkast song is Miss Jackson, and that's fine. Rock on! Woo 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 woo! I am for real, Chiblee. I'm for real. I love all music, Chiblee. I love all music, mostly rock and roll. I don't really fuck with rap music, hip hop, country, or anything not in English, unless it's in Japanese, Chiblee. But otherwise, I love all music. I love music of all stars and stripes, Chiblee. But mostly, I love rocking, Chiblee. I love rocking more than life itself. Look at us. Look at us. Oh, and we go again! We almost went queso mode, man. Consecutive jackpots, and we go again! That's like a 1 in 1,000 No, they wouldn't have us go again. They wouldn't have us go it again, man. They wouldn't. Oh, I got 20 tickets, bro. I got 20 fucking tickets. You think 1990s indie rock Trump has legs? Nah, the streets are saying it's just derivative of a Chiblee bit. The streets are saying it's giving the vibe of that guy who takes your joke at dinner and repeats it but makes it worse. But really didn't even change it much at all. Didn't even. Yeah, Chiblee, harness. Chiblee, harness your hopes, Chiblee, keep harnessing your hopes. Chiblee, who you got, Chiblee? Jay Mascis or Lou Barlow? Dinosaur Jr.'s got a better oeuvre than Sebado, but the Freed Pig, one of the great all-time diss tracks, Chiblee. One of the best all-time diss tracks. I kind of like Ska Biden. I don't know enough about ska to do it, but a really, really old guy being really into ska is really funny. I hope you know, by the way, that like, because people keep telling me I'm old. I'm 36, I'm old. Compared to like the average Twitch user and some of the streamers, but not all the streamers. But it feels good to be called old by someone who's going to be as old as you are in like 8 years or something like that. Because you know, like they're literally like, they're fucking themselves. If you're calling a 36-year-old old, then when you're 36, the only intellectually consistent thing to do would be to recognize that you're old. And then you've got like maybe 40, 50, 60 years after that to just be old. That's crazy, man. They thank you, Stellar Eagle. They don't understand the wheel of time. You're literally twice my age. Are you jealous that I have memories of the 90s? Are you jealous? Like, you gotta be careful with this. Are you jealous that I was alive? I have memories of the world where there was a president who was not named Trump or Biden. Are you jealous of that? I'm trying to think. So what is 2016? That was 9. Damn! Your living memory is fucked, nephew. I feel bad. That's crazy. I mean, it's not like Obama, Clinton, and Bush. The other Bush were really like knocking it out of the park, but like, that's crazy, man. To not even have like a semblance of living memory from what it was like before things went really crazy. I love growing up after the financial crisis. Honestly, you'll never be me. I teched it by being like 19 years old and in college. I was in like my second year of college when it hit. I teched it. I literally parried it. I took no chip damage. I didn't really get a counter off. Like, it's not like I punished it, but I teched it. You pee a lot? Nah, nephew thinks he's Mike Patton. You piss a lot! Gung, 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 gung. In the politest way possible, because I actually like Faith No More. All of their music to me sounds like the kind of shit that they would play in like a 90s, like in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, when they raid the Foot Clan skate park. That's like the type of shit they'd be playing in the Foot Clan skate park with all the like the little kids skateboarding around like Sam Rockwell. About the fires, floods, and killer bees. About the NASA shuttle falling in the seas. It sounds like some shit that like the Joker would play in Tim Burton's Batman when he walks through the art museum. And I mean that like it's a vibe. Faith No More Trump. I like, it's a midlife crisis. It's a midlife crisis, Chiblee. I don't know, that was like Arnold Schwarzenegger. Arnold Schwarzenegger who loves Faith No More. It's a midlife crisis, Chiblee. Ah! Sense of security, Chiblee. Why is Chiblee always there? It just is implicitly funny that for some reason these people are speaking to Chiblee. And they like really want his attention and his favor. Fuck Mary, Seth Rogen. What are you, Chiblee? Rock on, Chiblee. Chiblee, I don't know what the fuck you're saying, but I'll defend to the death your right to say it. It's free speech, punk rock, Trump. Rock on, Chiblee. London calling, Chiblee, and I'm not picking up. I'm not picking up. Rudy can't fail. Actually, that one kind of works. That one kind of works for post-punk Trump. Rudy can't fail, Trump. Rudy can't fail. Me, Joe Strummer. Saying that Rudy can't fail. He's speaking about some other Rudy. I'm speaking about, of course, Rudolph Giuliani, one of the mayors of New York City. Sleepy Joe Strummer. Sleepy Joe Strummer. It's been years since he's come out with an album. What's he doing? We love the old ones. We love. Where's the new one, Joe? We're all waiting. We all love you. Most of us. We're all waiting for the next album. From The Clash. Yeah, Chiblee, we came up with another guy too. He's friends with Rocker Trump. It's Ska Biden. But I think we need Justin to weigh in because I don't know shit about ska. Pick it up, Jack. Yeah, do it. You literally said it. I guess it's kind of obvious what the joke would be because you just add Jack to whatever people in ska say, which is pick it up. But standing in line to see the show, and you know what I'm talking about? And there's a light on. Heavy glow. What does he say? Heavy flow. That could be it, man. Heavy flow. I might need to get someone with more knowledge of periods to help me out with the writing this song. I mostly just know about the period shits. Flowing through the corners of my mind. From the Grand Coulee Dam to the Capitol. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, you do. Standing in line to buy some pads tonight. I love it when little boys -2 period jokes but +2 cum jokes. Oh, you know, they're gonna be mad you call them little boys, especially because you sided with me. Performative males in my chat love saying stuff like, you can't joke about periods, it's misogynist. How is it misogynist to joke about periods, man? I didn't say stop complaining. I did say that one. You're going to say you said that one time. I did not say that one time. What I said is you can't complain about periods and menopause. You have to pick one. I said you have to pick one. Otherwise, people are going to take you seriously. That I shouldn't have said that, but it hit hard during Kinda Hard Golf and was really funny. It was really funny. My jokes are funny? They are, though, because they make me laugh. They can't be that good because I didn't even get invited to the Riyadh Comedy Festival, but maybe my content is just a little too edgy for the average royal prince or whatever. I don't really know what they're doing over there, to be honest, but not everybody's pleased about it. They're playing golf, I know that. Phil Mickelson's playing some golf. Juice in the Corners bit? I'm still waiting to debut that, man. I'm still waiting to debut the Juice in the Corners. Because they really do, I get it. For shipping purposes, they want the juice to be in cartons because they stack better in the truck. And then on the shipping container on the boat or whatever. But it makes it harder to get the juice out of the corners because they get stuck there. They didn't consider that, man. How's nominative determinism going? Nominative determinists always be saying some shit like, oh yeah, then how do you explain Rip Van Winkle? Does that answer your question? Can you explain the joke, chat? Okay, I'll explain it to you. to my understanding, I hope this isn't like when I said British indie bands be like music for carports, and then I was like, you know, it's like Brian Eno made music for airports. He's British, but also garages in England are called carports. And then all the British people were like, no, they're not. I was like, oh, well, that kind of scuttles that one. I thought that one was kind of clever. But nominative determinism is the idea that like your personality is kind of determined a little bit by your name or your title. And Rip Van Winkle just sounds like a sleepy motherfucker, to be honest. So that's nominative determinists always be saying some shit like, oh yeah, how do you explain Rip Van Winkle then? Guy who thinks garage rock is classist. Oh, that's a good one. I'm stealing Squeaks' bit of writing it down. Yeah. Well, dude, honestly, do you think Pavement could have existed if their parents didn't have a garage? The housing crisis hits all of us, bro. That's actually true, though. I'm sick of seeing reviews that are like, the coffee at this place is too expensive. It's expensive because your fucking houses are expensive, motherfucker. You can't be giving coffee shops a bad review for having expensive coffee. They gotta pay the rent. Their expense is like 80% rent, 20% coffee. Okay, Doug Bowser is a real argument for nominative determinism, though. There's not that many people out there named Bowser. It is, like, I don't want to make the easy joke, but it is insane that the CEO of Nintendo of America is named Doug Bowser, bro. That's crazy. Fuck Cars moderator, Melania Trump. Wait, this joke can be better. Fuck Cars moderator, Melania Knaus. Be like, I don't car, do you? Remember that? That was a good one. I don't know if people remember that. I don't get it. You remember when she wore the shirt that said, I don't care, do you? So care and car are one letter off. And then r/fuck cars is like, okay, we can make it more elegant for the people who are not understanding. Cyclist Melania Trump be like, I don't car, do you? But the worst thing is you guys don't eat processed food. And processed food is like the tastiest food on the planet. But you want processed thoughts. You don't want organic thoughts. You don't want high fiber thoughts. You want process. You want some dude with the soft serve ice cream lever. Ooh, that's what she said. That was my nickname in college. That would be a great band name. Sorry. Pause. Can you say that one more time? You don't want to have to use a knife and a fucking fork. You want that shit turned into goop and just extruded into a bowl. I literally just needed context. You literally need something that I can't provide for you, okay? I don't know what it is. I didn't come up with that part before I started talking. So I'm kind of like a big shot. I've been having a lot of Zoom meetings. It's crazy to me that for all the shit that we give streaming websites, they stream like really well. Obviously I'm missing something because fucking Zoom still cuts out like crazy, has insane audio delay all the time, and then you see someone go like this, and they stay there for like 8 seconds, and you're like, am I gonna say it? Am I gonna fucking say it? And then finally you go, oh, I think you're frozen, and then all of the audio and video that they have been like buffering comes out at 10x speed. They go blah 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 blah, and then they go, oh, I'm frozen, 1 second, and then they start like fiddling with their settings and shit after it's like totally fine, and you're like, oh my god. Yeah, they have rollback, man. They think they're 2x KO. Nah, like, let's not be nostalgic over Skype. That was like insanely bad. Skype was horrible. I can't get bisexual Morpheus out of my head. I thought it has a certain cellar door type quality to it. Morpheus was headlining the Riyadh Comedy Festival. Okay, that was pretty good.
Guys, it's that special time of year. It's the Riyadh Comedy Festival. And all of your favorite comedians are performing at the pleasure of Turki Al-Sheikh. And he is the head of the entertainment authority over there. And he has so many people thrown in prison because they tweeted stuff he didn't like about the soccer team or whatever, that there's a wing of a prison nicknamed after him where they hang people by their heels from the ceiling. Now, there's a lot of drips, killjoys, and dweebazoids who are saying, oh, they shouldn't do comedy over there because it's whitewashing a regime that just in June killed a journalist and killed Jamal Khashoggi and played a big role in 9/11. Shut up.
My problem with that is the hypocrisy, man. People that are doing the Riyadh Comedy Festival saying some shit like, oh, you don't think our government does some fucked up shit too? Okay, buddy, why weren't you playing the inauguration then? Why'd you leave Snoop Dogg out to dry at the inauguration? You should have, if you're taking money from the government, you should have been up there with Snoop Dogg. You should have been opening for Snoop at the inauguration, man. You left my man out to dry. He's literally up there playing gin and juice for people that have like only heard the viral Facebook folk music cover of it, man. That's what I'm saying. They ain't loyal. They ain't loyal. I'm just gonna say it, by the way. So I've been doing a little math with my daughter. She's still like, listen, we're not tiger parents. It's very simple stuff that she wants to do. I'm gonna tell you, we've been doing some addition. Addition's good. Addition's like the standard. Addition's like, if you were to give a value to math, addition is like a 1x multiplier, i.e. it's the normal, it's what you normalize to. Subtraction, a little bit worse than addition. Multiplication, so fucking good. Multiplication is crazy, man. Like addition, you have to have addition to get to multiplication, but they were fucking cooking when they made multiplication. Like to see through the eyes of your child, you're like, guess what? 6 plus 5, what's that? She's like 7. I'm like, nah, not quite. She thinks about it, she's like 10. I'm like, nah. It's 11. You were really close. Then I'm like, check this out. Turn that addition symbol 45 degrees. 6 times 5. What's that? She's like, 11. Wrong. It's fucking 30. Look at the power. Look at the power of this symbol right here. One little Mark Zuckerberg. Basically tripled it, man. It's good. And she doesn't know about the exponents yet. Maybe next week we'll cover the exponents, but division's all right too, but it's a little bit more complicated. It's not for your average math head. Multiplication at 5 is crazy. No, she's not really doing it. She's just absorbing when I do it. Trust me. I would love to sit here and lie about how good my 5-year-old is at math, but like she ain't there yet. By the way, stop telling me to spend my tickets. You literally don't understand my build. My build is all based on tickets. The tickets are what increases my multipliers, bro. That's what increases my multipliers. The tickets are the only thing that matters. It doesn't even matter because the devil's lurking among us. And you wanted me to sell this shit. You wanted me to sell this shit. Look at that. The 67x multiplier. People are literally, they're saying the addition symbol is greater than the multiplication symbol, bro. That's the level of math literacy that the current education system, headed by the inimitable Linda McMahon, is creating. What? Fuck you, Satan. It is not a 3% chance. It is not a 3% chance. Most professional mathematicians don't use the X multiplication symbol. Hey, listen, 10th grade valedictorian, most professional mathematicians are not doing multiplication, bro. They're doing some shit that you and I can't comprehend, okay? I understand you just learned about the asterisk. I'm not trying to Goodwill Hunting you, but I bet you do have a ponytail. And I look a lot like Matt Damon. They're doing some shit that I couldn't possibly, like it's philosophy as it gets more advanced becomes more like math. I feel like math as it gets more advanced becomes more like wizardry. They're like casting spells or something. I don't know what the fuck they're doing, to be honest with you. I couldn't possibly comprehend it. I was good at algebra in high school, or at calculus, I should say. And then I went to university and I was still good at calculus. And I was like, damn, I might be like good at math. And then in my second year, I said, I'll take this mathematics for biologists course that was a 500 level class, and they were talking about some shit that made no sense to me at all from day one. And I still don't know how I passed the class, but we made it. Permission to look back in anger. Permission to quote Oasis's one good song. Let's make friends instead of enemies. Permission to quote Oasis's best song. Champagne Supernova Clears. That's close. That's Oasis' second best song. Champagne Supernova, easy. 3, 2, 1, go. I only know Wonderwall. Wonderwall, I don't know every Oasis song. Wonderwall is the one I want to hear the least, though. Millennial contrarianism needs to be studied. Me when one person doesn't share my opinion. This whole generation needs to be researched. The hell are you talking about, man? Plus, if anything, you're putting yourself on the side of Gen X right now. Gen X, who made Wonderwall the most fucking, like, I'm getting bad vibes from this guy with the guitar at the party. Gen X made about 15 million of that guy, and we've all met about 25 of them each. And now all of a sudden you're like, that's my dude right there? Fuck it, bro. We got a boombox for a reason. Nobody wants to hear dung dung ka dung ka dung dung ka dung dung ka dung ka dung. Because you know right after that, if you let him do that, you know what's next? Closing time. And we don't want to fucking wait till he starts playing the originals, man. Go take a vacation, little bro. What, like Oasis did for like 30 years? And that's just the time they took off from making any music. If you want to count the time they took off from making good music, that's like 38 years or something like that. It's kind of crazy. Haven't seen a good movie since 2007. I kind of feel you on that one. It's not true. I've seen lots of good movies since then. But if you turn like 18 in 2007, I mean, that set an unrealistic expectation, man. Not every year is going to have No Country for Old Men and There Will Be Blood. Yeah, I don't have to deal with that because luckily I turned 18 in 2006. Completely different circumstance. Late November 2006. It was a while ago, don't get me wrong. I was wearing a pea coat. I was wearing an Old Navy pea coat, as we used to do back then. That's so mid to late 2000s. Oh, man. And then the style went crazy back then. We're not just talking about the obvious, the long sleeve. I don't even care. 3.3% my fucking ass, by the way. But, fuck you! We're not just talking about the short sleeve over the long sleeve, which I think I'm very excited if it comes back. I think that could look pretty sweet on me. But the crew neck solid color shirt with an undone button up over the top of it, they gotta bring that back too, man. That would go again. They gotta bring that back. Did that one ever leave? I think it did for 12th graders. Now that maybe I'm just describing like how I dressed in the 12th grade. Stepped up a little bit in university. In university, we did the button up and then we put a graphic tee over top of the button up. So it's like you got a little flair from the threadless, but then also it's like, but I'm an adult now, so I've got a collared shirt on too. And then for like 06, 07, chunky ass bootcut jeans, but then 08 onwards, vacuum seal sous vide jeans that make you look like you're wearing a wetsuit. I miss extra skinny jeans. They'll be back, don't worry, they'll be back. Not everything comes back around, but pants, they go back around. Because when I was a kid, everybody was like, can you imagine being alive in the 1970s and wearing bell bottoms? That's so insane that people used to wear bell bottoms. Like, what the hell were we thinking? And then wouldn't you know it, bell bottoms, they came back for a bit, man. Jinkos came back. The one I thought would never come back was like early Backstreet Boys fashion, with the center cut Jonathan Taylor Thomas, or center part Jonathan Taylor Thomas hair, and then the small glasses like this, like these ones, like the round small glasses like AJ used to have in the early Backstreet Boys. In like 2008, you would look at a picture like that and you'd be like, this guy looks like a fucking idiot. How did we ever think that looked cool? 2021, 2022 rolls around, we're like, holy fuck, that guy looks cool as fuck. That guy looks insanely cool. Neither came back. You gotta go outside, Ray Clues badge. You gotta go outside. It looks cool as fuck right now. That's Bad Bunny's whole thing, man. Who? Oh, dude. You know what? You're Bad Bunny. I don't even know a Bad Bunny song. I know he's like one of the most famous artists on the planet. You know, the type of fucker who's like, oh, no wonder this movie didn't perform well. The marketing budget, the marketing department was asleep at the wheel. By the way, I'm behind 9 different layers of ad block and I don't go outside. How have I not heard of this movie? Are they even trying to market it? Adblock Pro, Adblock Origin, uBlock Pro, uBlock Origin. Don't go outside. Close my eyes every time a bus goes by. AR glasses that adblock all the ads that I see on bus stops. I've never heard of this movie before. Consumes no print media whatsoever. Doesn't have conversations with other people outside of Uma Musume channel on my Discord. It's like they didn't even want people to go see it. I'm begging you to put Clover Pot in the drawer for something else. I'm begging you to stop spoiling, especially with the veneer of not spoiling. One of the things in this game that's driving me crazy is the chat going, you ever considered doing this for no reason? Have you ever considered putting arbitrary thing in an arbitrary location? Have you ever considered looking in one corner of the room you haven't looked at so far? I don't know. It's like it's a worse kind of spoilerer, which is the spoilerer who's like, I want to be the person who gives him the impetus for discovering this thing, but I also don't want the stink of spoilers on me. But you're spoiling when you go, hey, have you ever thought, this thing that nobody would ever do intuitively, have you ever thought about doing it? Could be interesting. Hey, chat, has he done the thing yet? You gotta chill. Roll it again. Bells show up more. Oh, a skull! What? Can we just grab it? Do it again. Yes, sir. Well, let's just grab it then. We might save ourselves the time. Maybe here? Are you really ready? A bigger room. A smaller room. Imagine. You are out. Don't close the game. Smaller room would be crazy. Oh shit. Let me back in. I'm sure the elevator up, and then an identical room would go so crazy. Let's go gambling. No. That's just the start of Blueprints, man. Matrix music. I love Matrix music. We do look like we're in the Lost Bastille. The demo had the sauce, but the full version is steeped with damn marinara. 100%. I think Clover Pit. I went to Metacritic. I got kind of pissed off. Now, don't do this on my behalf, okay? One website gave it a 90. I said, the knower. One website gave it a 75 and said, basically, like, it's Balatro, but worse. Listen, buddy. Okay, I'm holding a microphone. And I'm holding the receiver of the microphone away from my mouth so that the audience doesn't hear me excoriate you for this opinion that I'll defend to the death your right to have, but I disagree with you on, even though I haven't finished the game yet, okay? I'm excoriating you as we speak, you rube-facient fraud, you charlatan. Checking off Rube Facian on my stream bingo card right after first-time chatter mentions the shirt. It's hard to be a fashion-forward male, man. It's just a yellow shirt. It's a yellow shirt, and people are like, who does he think he is? It's crazy, man. Steve Jobs and Ricky Gervais did a number on you guys. You can add some color into your wardrobe. It ain't that serious. I know you're wearing like a fucking Trivium hoodie right now anyway. Probably goes hard in the IT basement / dungeon that they sequester you in, but like, just relax, okay? Just chill, man. Some of us, our work has a different dress code here than it does in the fucking pod. You're gonna make me cry? Whatever. Yeti scored a Billy? We're not talking about Yeti, okay? Yeti, I want you to know every time you get banned from the Discord, it's not my fault. I only see it after I go check the mod log channel because it has new messages. And the mods are like, emotionlessly. There's just a message in there. Yeti banned for 1 week for constant pistol spam. Like they're lit, they got it out for you, man. How much do Zoomers hate Jim Carrey? I don't think they hate Jim Carrey at all. I think they're like, I think they're kind of Jim Carrey agnostic. I think they don't know that much about Jim Carrey except for Dr. Robotnik and maybe like their parents watched them or their parents showed them some Jim Carrey movies. They hate Adam Sandler. Do they hate Adam Sandler? I don't think they should hate Adam Sandler. I don't even hate Adam Sandler. I hate most of his movies, but he's also in some really, really good ones. We hate modern Adam Sandler? What do you, I mean, like the movies that he was making in the 2000s were not that good either. Like it's like a self-report if you're like, yeah, well, I wasn't a kid when Don't Mess with the Zohan came out. He made like 2.5 good comedies when he first started making movies, and then most of the rest have been like straight horrible. But Zohan is not goated, man. It's not, and not for the reasons you're thinking that are contemporaneous right now. It's just, I mean, that's part of it, but it also fucking is not funny, in my opinion. Why is he popular? Because Adam Sandler is funny. He was funny on SNL. When he's in movies, he makes me laugh. But when he makes movies, the movies are almost always bad. But he's a good actor, man. I mean, he's done it 2 times. He's done it 2 times. That's enough to call it a pattern. When was he funny on SNL? Hanukkah song? A little expensive on the reroll right now, to be honest. Right. Put the corpse on the slot machine. That's the shit Sadie Hawkins was talking about. You talking about how she said she'll give you something sweet each time you come inside her Jungle Book? Did your school have a Sadie Hawkins dance? As I understand it, a Sadie Hawkins dance is a dance where the girls ask the boys to the dance. The captain of the girls' wrestling team asked me out. Okay, but what am I supposed to do with that information? This is unbelievable. Clovers and bells are exactly what we want, bro. What's the stereotype of the captain of the girls' wrestling team? It's the best day of my life! Actually, I can't even say that this is the best day of my life. Obviously, this isn't the best day of my life. Because yesterday, Puka Nakua on my one fantasy team put up like 34 points as a wide receiver, which is unheard of. And George Pickens on my other fantasy team put up like 28.4, which is also like triple his projection. Also, it was my daughter's birthday party yesterday, but like, that doesn't stop me from going on emergency data mode on my phone to make sure that my boys are putting up points. Your daughter's not putting up numbers? I don't know, her like friends per 60 was pretty fucking high yesterday. And her presence per 60 was like, I mean, I never put up numbers like that, let's put it that way. Unless maybe you count like gifted subscriptions or whatever. Per 60 what? Per 60 months, bro. She just turned 5. Per 60 months on Earth. God, that's what she said. Oh, you can't say that. That's what they used to call me in college. That'd be a good name for a rock band. Makes me sick, man. Makes me sick. Why is Valorant dropping gift subs? Bro, Valorant loves me. They're giving me gift subscriptions to say thank you for staying away from our game. We don't want you to ruin the competitive landscape by being the best player anyone has ever seen. Will this game make you better at the lottery? I don't know. I don't want to brag. I did win again on Saturday. I'm you know, money talks, wealth whispers, so I don't really want to brag about it, but I matched a number on extra. I won $1. How much was the ticket? $4. But you know, you gotta spend money to make money. You're literally playing a slot machine right now? Young people play the slots too, bro. Don't you watch Kick? Can you tap the machine for me real quick for luck? Nah, man. Nephew thinks he's Shay Carl getting onto an airplane. You know what I'm talking about? A no smoking sign on your cigarette break? That's damn true. That reminds me of the time I had like 10,000 spoons, but all I needed was like a knife or whatever. Or when I met the man of my dreams, and then I also met his beautiful wife. Not Alanis with the polyamory erasure. That was not his beautiful wife! That's true. Dude, that could be a great collaboration. Meeting the man, her. Oh, I just met the man of my dreams, but he has a beautiful wife. The man of her dreams? This is not my beautiful wife! Listen, is it time to have a conversation? I know that, like, I'm gonna get -2 for this one. We have to accept the possibility that David Byrne might be stupid. What does he mean when he says, where does that highway go to? There's literally signs like every kilometer. Where does that highway go to? Just wait! Wait 30 seconds, it'll tell you where it goes, man, and then you just get in the lane. You get in the lane that it's going to. I don't know, man, maybe he's writing the song from the perspective of someone who's not that smart. Or at least they don't really understand how highways work. I think we've established. He means the highway of life. It's literally my favorite song ever. He's literally talking about a road. Unless you're trying to say some demure shit like the car is his cock or whatever, which I could get behind, but... Whenever 2 spins have no reward, recharge +1 to all charms triggerable by the red button. Every time I say the red button, I feel like Sir Davos. The red button. The red woman? He hated Melisandre. Something was wrong with it. I don't know why. Honestly, I think he was just a bit of a misogynist. He hated Melisandre for some reason. She literally never did anything wrong. Just say you hate women, okay? Don't dog whistle by saying, oh, Melisandre did some bad stuff. Just say it with your whole chest if you're gonna be problematic like that. She birthed the shadow demon. She was literally fine shit, okay? So I don't see why. I'm just saying back off, okay? Especially that scene where she was old. Remember that? And you're like, damn, just when I thought she couldn't be any finer. Bro, shut up. Why? How about slicing up an avocado? Frank Black, if he worked at Chipotle. Got me an order. Ah ha ha ho. Slicing up avos. Ah ha ha ho. You know what I'm talking about? They want guacamole. Ah ha ha ho. You don't know Debaser? Watch This Is 40, bro. It'll change your life. I don't know about you, but I am a chef at Chipotle. That works, man. I am a chef at Chipotle. That totally works, man. I am a chef at Chipotle. We got to figure out how to bring it back with the dun 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 dun. Wanna grow up. 90% of millennial humor is reference. Yeah, well, call me when Gen Z makes someone laugh. And then I'll distill it down to some kind of derogatory stereotype that makes you feel bad about yourself for something beyond your control, like when your parents fucking conceived you. You saucy motherfucker. Bite my chip and... Because it could work with the baser. Bite my chip and close my eyes. Chipotle takes me to paradise. I'm so damn full, I'm going blind, and I smell like chips. Could work. I've got some motivation to take a lunch vacation. Why is he British? That's what everyone's been asking for years, man. For like 40 years, we've been like, why is he British? I thought he came from Oakland. I teach his producer's kid how to play piano, small world. Okay, listen, this is not a knock on you, and that's a cool story. That's a very tenuous connection to Billy Joe Armstrong, the lead singer of Green Day. Like, if it was his kid, that'd be one thing, but his producer's kid? Mike Dirnt's daughter got kicked out of my elementary school for selling weed? Okay. So now we're getting even further. Thank you for coming to that person's rescue, because that's not even Billy Joe. That's now the bassist from Green Day. And that is not him, it's his daughter. My wife met the bassist from Bare Naked Ladies. That's so funny, because like the bassist, for anyone who doesn't know, the goofy ass Bare Naked Ladies, the dude plays a stand-up bass. That's really funny. That's just, I mean, I don't know if anybody finds it as funny as I do. It's just, it plays with your expectations a little bit, right? I think we might have lost. I think we lost by 1. Are you trolling? We lost by 11. Yahoo! Put stuff in your drawers? You literally, that's sexual harassment. I could have you IP banned from this website. Any angry guy stims you want to say? Yeah, turn those lights off. Get those lights off is going pretty hard. I think we should watch some bar rescue on stream. John Taffer taking like an people are gonna hate the way I phrase this. Taking a nothing burger of a health code violation and going, you could have killed somebody! Shut it down, lock those doors, get those lights off. Turn those lights back on. I've got to lecture you now. Shut those lights off. Unlock those doors. I've got an expert coming in who's made 8 cocktails. He's wearing a vest and he looks like a close-up magician. Now get those lights off. You could have killed somebody. Doing magic at the bar. Broken glass in the ice maker. You could have killed somebody. My dad loves Bar Rescue. It's one of the most, like, dad-coded shows on the planet for sure. Like me as a dad and having no experience in the hospitality industry at all, 10 times an episode, I'm like, you can't be doing that. You can't be doing that. What are you doing, man? You're literally doing free pours instead of measuring, dude. You're gonna be pouring your profits away. Anthems for a 17-year-old bar rescue type flow. We're simpatico, man. We're drift compatible. Lock those doors, shut those lights. Yeah, I could totally. Dude, someone could edit that. I can't do it, but someone could edit that. John Taffer as Broken Social Scene. Shut it down. Measure your pores has the right amount of syllables. Clean up that pee. Yeah. Clean up that pee. Shut those doors. Real? It's old indie music era? What are you talking about, old? Broken Social Scene, You Forgot It and People came out in 2001, bro. It's just a couple years ago. 2001 was 24 years ago? Yeah, Big Whoop, the universe is like 6 billion years old. That's like nothing, man. It's almost nothing. You want me to feel melancholy that shit was 24 years ago? Okay. There's only been like 6 Stanley Cup winners since then, man. Illinois is 20 years old this year. That checks out. I got it for Christmas 05. I was a little snob. I got Illinois, the Franz Ferdinand self-titled, the DVD for Mr. Smith Goes to Washington, which I have never watched. But my parents were like, hey, where's your Christmas list? And I was like, I heard this is good. And I wrote it. Oh, bruh, it's probably still, like, not even unwrapped, man. And box set, Season 2 Aqua Teen Hunger Force, and I wore that one out, man. I wore that one out. Halloween Scathighs be like Northern Lion Scare 'em. But I'm definitely, that was a good joke, by the way. I'm not just saying that because I waited for chat to plus to it and then decide whether I thought it was funny. I'm a big October guy. Never thought it would happen. I find myself enjoying October these days more than I ever thought I would. I think it's a good month. What's good about it? Halloween. Cooler weather, but still not too bad. Christmas is it's ahead of you instead of right behind you. Piss bottle overhyped. Don't let Jonathon Blow hear you say that. What if they instead of John Wick, they made a trilogy of movies about John Blow? Arrivederci, Mr. Blow. And then he goes into the hotel, he's like, I wanted to know the state of provisions. And then he shows him a bunch of like programming languages and shit. He picks up like fucking Lua off the shelf. A bit antediluvian, Jonathan. A bit antediluvian, but it gets the job done. I was looking for something one indexed. Peculiar taste, Mr. Blow. That'll be 8 golden pirate doubloons. They tinkle into his hand. Be seeing you, Carlo. He's always doing that. Be seeing you. I lost 10K on the Ryder Cup and want to chase my losses. Talk me down from the edge or convince me to make a bigger bet. You need to immediately remove the gambling apps from your phone. Or, like right now, go into the settings menu and limit your ability to deposit to like $1 a week or something like that. That's crazy. I'm not trying to, well, I guess I am trying to make you feel bad, but I'm not the kind of guy who's like, you got to save your life, but like, you can't chase the losses, man. Because the thing is, you're going to be like, the worst thing that could happen to you if you chase your losses is that you win. Because then you're going to be like, oh, it's not even bad to lose money when gambling because I'll just win it back next time. It reinforces the habit. The only way you could do this now, the only way you could do this constructively is to stop right now. It hurts to know that the 10K is gone, but the only way to save you from losing more than the 10K is to not play anymore or get better at gambling, make better bets. That's the other thing. If you just weren't so bad at gambling, you wouldn't have lost. I honestly, not to be rude, if you bet on like, I don't know, if you bet on Monday Night Football, I kind of get it. It's on once a week. Who's playing tonight? It's like Broncos and Bengals and Jets and Dolphins. Whoo. maybe $10 on the game might make it more interesting for you. But once you start betting on golf, you should have called the number, even if you're betting 50 cents. You're betting on the Ryder Cup, not even like the Masters, and not even like baseball or football or something like that. You're betting on a golf, on a Europe versus America golf event. They almost came back. You're gonna get addicted to gambling. Do the golfers even care about the Ryder Cup? I mean, that's like betting on like the Laver Cup or something like that, man. Like, I don't think Taylor Fritz gives a fuck about what happens in the Laver Cup. The UK cares, or the EU cares, the Americans don't? Are the Americans just saying that because they lost? Gamers, we're playing a nihilism simulator where nothing ever matters. Nothing you do matters in the whole scheme of things. But that's okay, because it means that nothing anyone else does really matters to you. Unless they're like really powerful or whatever. But anyway, on this one, you gotta, I've been told, all I know about this is $2.59 Canadian. And the goal of the game is to flip heads 10 times in a row. I think you defeat the game if you flip heads 10 times in a row. Now, the coin's a little goofy. It starts with a 20% chance of heads. So can somebody run the numbers really quick and tell me what are the odds on the average 10 flips of you making it? Not good. 50%. Okay, we take those. So it's like 1 in 5 to the power of 10, right? What's 5 to the power of 10? Like 500? That's a joke. Welcome to Unfair Flips. A game about probability. This is great for the dude who was addicted to gambling. This will teach you something. Oh, shit. Heads. Plus 5% heads chance. That'll cost you 1 cent. Faster flips or better heads combo mult. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Faster flips is that's gonna hit. I mean, I can move the camera, but I do have to say, like, you ain't missing all that much, man. It does look like I'm the bartender now. I could polish a fucking glass or whatever. Bonjour, Mr. Blow. I heard you have libations. I open, like, the bar, I pull on, like, a bottle of Johnny Walker Blue, and it goes like... And behind that, there's a bunch of mechanical keyboards. I want something with custom switches. Ah, the cherry MX Reds, Mr. Blow. Très magnifique. Huge. Oh, I'm pogging. Oh, the third one would have gone insane. Oh my God, I'm amazing at this. I'm incredible at this. Are you seeing these combos? Huge. Huge. One more. Oh, that one hung in the air too long. You knew. As soon as you saw it hang in the air like that, they're literally scamming you. It's never going to be tails. Oh, fuck. This could... New PB. Oh, I'm so ass. I'm so fucking ass. This is literally... By the way, this is a simulation of playing fighting games. Wow. I won the 30-70. I'm so good. Fuck, I'm amazing. I won the 30-70 again just exclusively due to my skill. I may never lose again. I'm the greatest player of all time, bro. I won the 30-70 3 times in a row. Oh, I fucking lost. How did I get so much worse so fast? Oh, I'm the only person that has an impact in my results in a game. My opponent has absolutely nothing to do with it. Shut up and flip faster, bro. There are multiple endings to this game. When you reach 9 heads in a row, the game will select an ending randomly. Of those endings, you have a 10% chance of the coin actually landing heads. So a flat 10% chance? That's huge. Why is this so captivating? You know what they said in Animal Farm, man? We're all just hairless apes, but some of us are more hairless than others. Not to wax philosophical, but this is like, I really, honest to goodness, I say it every time. People think I'm trolling and that I'm playing this to make like an artistic statement and I'd rather be playing like Call of Duty. The gaming industry, it went wrong, man. This is what it should be. Or there should at least be more of this represented. And there should be less shit where you gather daffodils to craft like a circlet that gives you +2 max mana. Bro, you need the dime? No, I need the 5% chance. Oh, you're right, I need the dime. No, see, you're trying to Call of Duty my coin flip game. It doesn't matter, you can't lose. Much like the game of Sisyphus, you can't lose. The only way you lose is if you quit. So I don't need the meta. I don't need to meta it and ruin my enjoyment of the game by playing it in the most optimum way possible. I'll just be like, nah, I'd rather raise my chance and just keep clicking. Damn, this coin's got some heft to it. Huge. Guys? Holy fuck! This is it! Ah! Oh my god! Oh my god, 8 heads in a row. The 9th would have given us a chance, man. We could have won the speed run. Holy shit. Holy shit. Wait. I think that the secret, you gotta let the coin come to a full rest. Did you watch the Ryder Cup? The Ryder Cup is a psyop. This is it's the 500th year that it's run, and it's the first time I've ever heard anybody talk about it. I think FanDuel has turned it into a thing. I don't think it was a real thing before. Yeah, I'm worried about the Taurus Cup, bro. Is that the one that's coming up next? Golf is more popular these days. I see lots of douchebags outside wearing Masters hats. I'm like, I'm sorry, you can't. It's just something about it. It's not the worst hat to see outside, but it is one that it tells me something, I think. It tells me two things. It tells me one thing that I'm not going to say, and it tells me a second thing, which is that you really like cheap pimento sandwiches. Which one's the worst? Vegas Golden Knights official logo hat. No, you know what? No. Because if you click on it's invalid. If I raise the percentage chance, and then I get it, you'll say it's because of this. So I'm not going to, no, I'll buy it. I'll buy it after we miss. Okay, we go again. I'm feeling this is a 6x. Okay, you got it. We've been very lucky to get as many 8x's as we have. We've been pretty unlucky to get 3 8x's and no 9x's. Like, we might be the most unlucky man in the world. Golf bro son or ultra marathon daughter. With apologies to the runners, I mean, I'm not like an endurance athlete, but I am a cardio head. Ultra runners are more annoying. The golf has the aspersions that are cast on golf are partly fair and partly unfair, in my opinion. But ultra runners are just, there's something just about like, so I do like 90 minutes of cardio a day, and people are like, what are you running away from? And I'm like, I can't tell you that. That's for me to know and you to find out. But once you start doing like 250 kilometer an hour running races, not an hour, that would be really fast. That's like that's like a train. But yeah, once you start doing races that are like so long that you can't finish the race in one day, you have to like tent on the side of the road, wake up, and then like drink maltodextrin mixed with an electrolyte solution and then start running all day again. Like that's why I said we have to push back against ultra runners and start saying stuff like, must be nice to have that kind of time. Wow, you're training for a 4-day long race? Must be nice to have that kind of time to train. When I was doing 20 minutes of cardio a day, the idea of doing like an hour is like, whoa, that's like really hard. And then once I started doing an hour, I was like, oh, 90 minutes would be pretty tough. Once I started doing 90 minutes, I was like, this shit isn't hard at all. Like, you could, at this point, you could pretty much do this all day. As long as you just slowed yourself down. Like, you could just kind of keep going forever. Yeah, it's just sort of boring. 90 minutes is easier than 20. Okay, let's not be ridiculous. 5K is actually the hardest. Actually, you raise a good point. I would much rather do a zone 2 90-minute ride than like an all-out sprint for 10 minutes. Even though I'm aware one is 9 times longer. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, okay. What, lock in. Guys, look. What do you mean tails? What do you mean tails? Why does it say tails at the bottom? I clicked accidentally? Oh my God. Is it not possible to lose money in this game? Gamers ain't beating the allegations. No, somebody had to be the sacrificial lamb. You're not evil for saying it. I was waiting for a comment that was like about the mechanics of the game to say something like gamers aren't beating the allegations, and yours just happened to be the first one. Sorry, I'm locking in. This is a real chance. On 7. That one actually made my nuts tingle a little bit, and not in a good way. 6, and then 7, and then 8, and then 9. Oh! And then tails! And then tails! Oh. I'm sorry. I'm here to tell you, I'm being 100% sincere. I'm not buying any more upgrades. I kind of regret buying the 55% one, but there's no shot I'm buying 60. I'm not buying it. Why not? Aura loss. Taika Waititi when he gets a divorce. Aura loss. True. Real Taika Waititi heads will know he's married to British pop star Rita Ora. That's a good one. I don't know if Americans know that. That might be big news in the Commonwealth only. They hate him now because he had cigarettes at his wedding. I thought that the shine started to come off the rose when he was in Free Guy, and then the 4th Thor movie was bad. I think if he had nailed Thor: Love and Thunder, we'd still be living in a peak Waititi universe right now. I was sure you're gonna throw more shade at Jojo Rabbit. I don't like it. I don't like Jojo Rabbit. I don't hate it. There's a gulf between how much I like it and how much I find it gets glazed, which makes it seem like I hate it, but I don't hate it. I think when I saw it, I gave it a 5. That's not hate. That's like, I didn't regret seeing it. 9x, y'all. 9x. 55% chance we finish the game right here. It's a good movie? Okay, it literally had Hitler in it, but whatever. +2. Kind of problematic. When did we start going to see movies? When did we start paying money to see movies with literal Nazis in them? Not me, I guess. Sorry, guys. I don't care how good it is. I'm not platforming them. A Nazi scientist invented coins. For a second, I believed you. And what's crazy is that you might think that I thought coins were invented in like maybe the 1930s. But really, what I said in my head was, damn, they had Nazis back in like the Mesopotamia era? It's like, damn, King Hammurabi was like tolerating that shit in his garden and whatever the fuck they were doing. I don't know that much about Babylon, to be honest. I'm more of an Ashurbanipal type of guy, but... Six, and then 7, 8, 9. Oh, buy it? I'm not gonna buy it. That's easy mode, bro. You're already above 50? 55 is based. 60 is resin. You're still at a 1 in 4,000 chance to win? No, I'm literally guaranteed to win. Because I can just keep playing after I lose. Hey, I got a question for you, though. Did Uptown Girl make sense when it came out? Because, like, I think these days, if you live uptown, the stereotype is that you're like a suburbanite. And if you live downtown, The stereotype is that you're like a cosmopolitan, urbane, foreign food enjoyer. We should make a Vancouver Uptown girl. I don't know. He's in love with the West Van girl. She's been living in her mansion world. And she doesn't know much about a Hastings Fairview guy. Just knows what the chicken plant smells like when she drives by. I wonder why. You know what I'm talking about? Not North Van? Well, North Van is like skiers and hippies. West Van is like adjacent to North Van, and that's where it gets crazy. Once I 8X, quick 8X. Yaletown girl? Nah, Yaletown, it's got a brunch stereotype. I wouldn't necessarily say it has like a landed gentry type of stereotype. I go to Yaletown to drink with the boys at Cactus Club. Okay, I think you're a body snatcher. Because I think you've said a sentence that sounds like a Vancouverite would say it. But then I'm like, I'm not sure if you're a knower. Or maybe I'm not a knower. Is there a Cactus Club in Yaletown? I don't know. You know what's a goated restaurant in downtown Vancouver? Tendon Kohaku. Any tendon heads know what I'm talking about? I never thought I was a tempura guy until I went to Tendon Kohaku, and I was like, damn, this place is good, man. Yes, dude, yes. That's why I get so pissed off when people say you pretend to be from Vancouver, but you're actually living in Richmond. No, bro. Would a Richmondite be talking about Tendon Kohaku? I'd probably be talking about the fucking barbecue restaurant that David Chang and Seth Rogen went to in that Netflix show. Oh, great, there's an episode about Vancouver in a cooking show. It's the first time this has ever happened. Opens the show. They're in fucking Richmond. What are you doing there? What are you doing in Richmond? That's not Vancouver, bro. Fuck Seth Rogen. Fuck you, I love Seth Rogen. You need 3,340 flips to have a 50-50 chance of getting the 10th flip. Luckily, this beast is rated for like 1 billion clicks, I think. 3,000 clicks? That's not even a lot, man. This is it. I didn't brace my core. I didn't brace my core. You know, I agree. I haven't suffered enough for that to feel good. I would actually feel like I would probably give the game a negative review if I won on that one. This is a de-evolution. It's worse than Trick Shot Simulator. Hey, guys, everyone point and laugh. Someone in chat has falsely equated complexity with merit when it comes to entertainment products. Everybody point and laugh. I started with a fake laugh, but then I saw all the people pointing and laughing at you, and it turned into a real laugh. And then hearing myself say the shit that just came out of my mouth made it even more infectious. Holy fuck. That felt awesome. Bullying works. I didn't say that. I implied it by begging the question with rhetoric such as, has anyone noticed that people have gotten a lot more annoying ever since we started letting them enjoy things? And then I let you come to your own conclusion. Would you play this if you weren't a streamer? I don't know. Would you type that if you weren't a chatter? Would a fucking ladder be as effective if it was called a schlatter? Like, but we're living in the real world, brother. I don't have time to concern myself with the complexities of the myriad pocket universes that might exist in parallel dimensions. It's just too complex for me. Question doesn't make sense. I reject the premise of your question. I've always been a streamer, even before streaming existed. Ergo, yes, I will always be playing the game, in any world. If an EMP were to strike the Earth, or a sunspot were vis-a-vis cosmic radiation to fry all electronics on the planet simultaneously, you can catch me playing this shit with a fucking seashell. And you know, I wouldn't be surprised if it gathered a bit of a crowd around me. And they were going, come on, bro, 10 concave in a row? There's no shot. There's no shot. And then you hit 6 concave in a row. Guess who's making the pog face? Oh, that would have been fucking good. That would have been fucking good. And there would have been nerds like you too. They'd be like, you should flip it different. If you have less rotations in the air, you can actually seat it so it's more likely to be concave. Yeah, that's not the game, bro. You're making millennials look even snarkier. Can you correct course? I don't think millennials are a snarky generation. I think Gen X is snarky. Gen X takes the sarcasm crown. I think millennials are like the whiny generation. Gen X not whiny at all? Okay, you got me on that one. But also you must be Gen X with sarcasm like that. I did read I read some rage bait in the Globe and Mail this weekend. And the rage bait, don't get mad until you have ChatGPT summarize the article for you. But the article was, in today's time-strapped world, or time-obsessed world, is being late really that mad? And the conceit of the article seemed to be that, like, and I read it, it was like, you know, if someone's like 5 or 10 minutes late, that's the difference between like perfect traffic or hitting a couple of like bad stoplights. So you shouldn't be mad at someone for being late, because everybody's busy. You're not like super busy compared to me. Everybody's very busy. And I think that is true. Everybody thinks they're busier than the person that they're meeting with for the most part. But everybody's busy in their own way. That being said, if the other person got there on time, then you fucked up. Just leave. If you're gonna be 5 minutes late, if you hit 2 stoplights, you gotta leave 5 minutes early. That's what you gotta, because there's stoplights on the way. And then if you get there 3 minutes early, you don't go, oh fuck, I should have left 3 minutes late. You go, oh good, I'm here on time. Wait 1 second. Validate my opinion by winning the game for me. Oh. I was also like, the other thing is, it is a big deal, because if everybody's fucking busy, if you're late for my thing because you're coming from another thing, I've got it. You think that this is the only thing I've got? You think this is the only thing I've got in the day? I've got shit going on after this, and if you show up 10 minutes late, then I'm going to be 10 minutes late to my thing, and then everybody's going to end up being late because of that. And this all started with like one person that was like, I'll just look at my phone a little bit longer before I leave the house. Like one flap of a late person's wings can have rippling effects on the ability for everybody else in the city to be timely. Like one person being late might chain and coalesce into like 50 people being late as a result of that. They do be saying shit like, I'll just hit every green light. And then they'll be late and they'll be like, sorry, I'm late. I hit a red light. And you're like, that's what you do when you drive. Here's my hypothesis, or my model. I don't mind if you're a little bit late, if it seems like you made a good faith effort to be there on time. And a good faith effort is not leaving too late and then hoping everything goes perfectly. A good faith effort is 20, if the median drive is 20 minutes and you left 20 minutes before you were supposed to be there, I think you made a good faith effort. I think it would be better if you left 25 minutes early to account for the long tail a little bit. But the difference is I feel like a lot of late people are they're casting the veil of circumstance on all late people. And they're getting like herd immunity for things that justifiably make normal people late. What I mean by that, because that was a very roundabout way of saying it, is they will be like, oh, what, you've never heard of traffic before? And then you find out that it's an average 20-minute drive and they left 10 minutes before they were supposed to be there. AKA, in the average case scenario, they always would have been late, but then also they hit traffic. It wasn't the traffic that made them late. They were late before the time even came. You're a slave to a fucked up culture of stress? No, man. I want to enjoy myself, so if we say 2 weeks ago, we say, let's meet at 3. If you show up at 3:15 being like, oh, sorry, this culture's got me too stressed out, I'm going to be like, well, I've been sitting here looking at myself on Zoom for 15 minutes when I could have been like taking a dump or something. Like you just ate my time. Late to a party? There's no such thing. The only way you can be late to a birthday party is if you show up after they sing happy birthday. But they don't sing happy birthday until like 2/3 of the way through the party. You're supposed to be late to a party. Not the types of parties I've been going to, AKA birthday parties for my daughter's classmates in kindergarten. I love showing up early or like on time for those. And the reason why is because when you get there, you get to drop the best line of all time. Hey, do you need help with anything? And you know that they're so gracious. They're never going to say, yeah, carry these boxes. But you get the credit for having offered. They go, oh, that's so nice of you to ask, but no, we're good. And then you just go straight over to where the refreshments are and maybe grab like individual bag of veggie straws or something like that and chow down. What do you do when they need help? Move some boxes, bro. This ain't that big of a deal. Moving boxes is like the best chore you can have. Choosing where the stuff in the boxes goes, that's bad. I will say, so for my daughter's birthday party this weekend, a lot of moving parts. They gave me easy jobs. I was on pizza duty. I did the pizza math, and I ordered 12 pizzas. I got 5 cheese, 5 pepperoni, 2 barbecue chicken, just a little something more advanced for the adults. Most of the people there were basic pizza eaters. They didn't need anything more exotic than that. And I definitely didn't want to, because if you run out of cheese, you run out of pepperoni. It could be a problem when the average consumer is like 5 years old, okay? Now, the pizza was actually like a very minor part of the party. But I'm telling you, it's not possible. I say this from firsthand experience. It's not possible to feel like anything other than a hero when you show up any place with 12 pizzas. I actually I was self-aware when I did it, but when I loaded the pizzas onto like a trolley, like a rolling table, and I rolled it into the party, and I held up my fists like this, and I went like that. I was like, pizza's here, and people were like, thank you. I was like, I felt like a god, man. I felt like a god. I did the Breakfast Club. I did the Judd Nelson. It felt so good, man. It felt so good. I might just start doing it at home. Did you lose a bet? Why are you playing this? It's one of the 25 best games I played this year, without a doubt. It's better than any AAA game I played this year. I started later than you and I already won. Key Jr., when are you going to win the doing 90-minute scenic rides instead of 60-minute Power Zone rides contest? I've been mogging you in that. I mean, you might have more volume than me. I have no idea what you're doing, but like, I've been winning that game that you didn't even know I was playing against you for like maybe like a year now. You've been fucking me up, not gonna lie. It's every day, bro. Except for 2 Thursdays ago when I was too sick to ride, but otherwise I'm chilling. Join us on Zwift. Zwift is pissing me off. A couple of people are like, Peloton's too expensive. I'm going to completely rework. Okay, and it is too expensive for the record. Except for VKN, who said that actually the subscription is not expensive enough to make him feel motivated to ride. Because if it was... VKN, are you here? Did you get banned from the Discord again? VKN was saying, I don't mind not riding the bike because the subscription isn't that expensive to make it feel like I'm missing out on much. I thought that was like, that's the type of shit I'd be saying, and then people crash out on me in the Discord. Anyway, I'm not worried about the Zwifters. The Zwifters are chill. But I don't know, like, the one thing I'll say, there's something about the scenics are a lot like playing unfair flips. You just hop on, press your buttons, you know. The journey is the destination, you know what I mean? As soon as everybody moves to Zwift, they start talking about shit like, what's the most efficient way to buy the Tron bicycle? What's the meta for giving people a ride on? What's the meta for giving strangers a ride on? Buddy, just flip the fucking pedals. Yes, there's probably other motherfuckers out there pedaling, but I'm not putting the whole Peloton Discord on notice, okay? But it seems like everybody's doing gimmick rides now. Hart's doing rides that are like, I could do a hard ride, but instead, what if I just did a ride that was to maximize the elevation gain? And then we got people that are doing like, well, I could do a hard ride, but what if I did a ride where I just tried to like make my cadence as low as possible for as long as possible? And I'm like, people aren't they're not just riding the bike anymore, man. Just ride the bike. Ride the bike, get uncomfortably close to me in output, and then I'll turn it up, and then you fucking turn it up, and then you turn it up too hot, and I back off, and I back off. And then you think you've got me, so you finish the ride like 8 minutes before me, and you go, that's a comfortable lead, and then I fucking crank it. Once you're off the ride, I fucking crank it, and I beat you by 2 kilojoules like a fucking scumbag. That's how you ride the Peloton, bro. Why do you get so obsessed with it? Oh, I mean, you're literally just looking at nothing for like 90 minutes. So, you know, an idle mind is the devil's plaything. You should become a Top Gear guy. It's a rare male archetype these days. No. Show's funny. I'm not gonna become that guy. Also, it's not a rare archetype. It's a bit antiquated, but like in 2010, like 20% of men on the planet were Top Gear guys. Top Gear guys. You could be the Stig, you already have the head of a helmet. Okay, I got a couple of things to say about that. First thing is, the Stig wears a helmet. Second thing is, if I were the Stig, I would also have to wear a helmet. The third thing is, everybody has a head like a helmet. The helmet is designed to fit your head. Like, the joke doesn't make sense at all. There's like a minimum of 3 ways that the joke doesn't make any sense. What do you mean you got a head like a helmet? Everybody's head is like a helmet, bro. Take the L you got dunked on? Well, I am bald, so like I lose, but I at least got to defend myself a little bit. Why not upgrade the coin chance? 5% is nothing. I'll just get heads. I'll just flip heads. Ten tails would go harder. Okay, Game Freak. They like that one, huh? It's crazy to not buy the upgrade. Okay, so like, let's get down to brass tacks. 5% is just a small number, man. And 100,000 is a huge number. That's an insanely big number. What do you think you're gonna gain by beating the game more efficiently? 100,000 is like 20,000 times bigger than 5, bro. You're really gonna trade big number for small number? It's not gonna happen. I wanna see the end of the game. That's where you and I differ. I'm fucking dreading the end of the game. Cause here, I'm in a system I understand. All I gotta do is click the button. And as the pitch rises, I get more and more pogged and I get ready for the clip farming. I don't know what the fuck is gonna happen when the game's over, bro. I'm gonna have to play something else. I'm gonna have to play something else. Listen, I get being excited to graduate from high school, but after that or after college, you gotta figure out what the fuck you're gonna do after that, man. Wouldn't it be the dream to just be on the last day of school for your entire life? For it to be like June 21st for your whole life? You go to school, there's 1 day left. You already got your transcripts. You already got into school. Every class you go to, you're hanging out with your friends, maybe watching the second half of like an Indiana Jones movie that you started the class before. Why'd you buy any upgrades then? Well, 20% is crazy. Don't say skill difference. I'm reading so many like tragic high school experiences in the chat and trying so hard not to say skill difference. I wasn't like the homecoming king in high school either, just to be clear. I wasn't eating lunch in the bathroom. Like, don't put that evil on me. But I wasn't like I thought I was like miserable. But like actually, when I think back, it was mostly like it was pretty chill. People were pretty nice for the most part. Did you or did you not wear an anime shirt? No anime shirt. My parents actually saved me. When I was like in the 6th grade, I wanted one of those bowling shirts with the flames on it. But they said, too expensive. It was probably like at Walmart. It was probably like an $11 shirt. So they probably said too expensive just to save me from the aura loss of wearing it. I won with 55% chance. So-called, this game has no skill Andes when they beat the game faster than me. Upgrading single flip by 5 increases your odds of flipping 10 heads in a row by roughly 40%. Yeah, but my odds of flipping 10 heads in a row are 100%. So going from 100 to 140 doesn't change anything. The only thing it changes is how long it's going to take. You realize, sorry, I have to point this out. I'm not suggesting, Ofalof, that you ate lunch in the bathroom stall in high school. We get it, NL. You're refusing to buy it out of spite so you can try to get a viral TikTok clip. Shut up about it. First off, the analytics on TikTok are not that good anymore. I think that YouTube Shorts has eaten its lunch, and the sovereignty crisis of will it be banned, will it not? It's like people are just, they're on YouTube or they're on Reels, and I'm not really fucking with Reels, but I'm on YouTube already, so I post Shorts. Secondly, the game is a mirror, okay? I am showing you yourself and then observing your reaction. It's a one-way mirror. I'm looking at the Joker inside of the holding cell right now. And you're saying some shit like, oh, I hate this game. You're only playing this game to get viral clips. No, man. I'm playing this game to see what the reaction is when you observe yourself. This is like when you eat something flavorless and you suddenly realize you have bad breath. Why so angry? Why so angry? Video games are supposed to be fun. You don't like having fun playing video games? You weren't of the opinion that there was any higher-minded ideal going on, right? Like when you play Deadlock, you're not transmuting that in your brain into like chemicals that make you think you're improving yourself, right? This is all entertainment. It's all leisure. It's all one last lick of the honey before you fall down the pit of everlasting oblivion. And this is how you want to spend it. As you cling to the edge, as your fingernails get dirt underneath them. I don't get it though. You have the money and you have the button. You can just press it. I'm a man. And a man chooses. A machine obeys. Maybe you'd be better off watching a machine. The rest of you, I'm happy to have you here. And if you don't get it, you never will. That's okay. So basically you're rage baiting? No, I'm just playing the game. If you're getting angry, that's not you being baited. That's just your natural state of being, I guess. Or like how you respond to something that you don't fully understand. It's not bait. I'm playing this because it's fun. I'm not playing it to make you mad. Maybe I'm playing more of it because it's making you mad, but that's not me rage baiting. You got mad on your own. If anything, you're fun baiting me. You being so mad is like tricking me into thinking I'm having a lot of fun with the game, when I am, but it's more fun to watch people crashing out in the chat being like, what the fuck is he doing? What the fuck is he, doesn't he know that Hades 2 fucking came out? Hades 2 came out 3 days ago. Why is he playing this? Because I'm not concerned about Hades 2, I'm concerned about Heads 10. I'm concerned about Heads 10, bro. Hades 2? Nah, I don't think so. We literally just got it. Dyslexic guy playing this? Yeah, I got Hades 2 like 10 times already. And we wouldn't have the mental capacity for the shit like that if we were like, I need 17 more oleanders in order to make a circlet to give me +2 max mana. Our brain would be fucking this thing that had life breathed into it by two people who were permanently or at least temporarily in love and breathed life into your spirit was not put here to gather shit from a virtual world and then craft it into a +4 strength, +4 stam leather belt. It was put here to play and to learn and to experiment and to poke something and watch it poke you back and to leave an impact on the world and have it leave an impact on you. People will say, sometimes you get mad at backseaters and then they'll say some shit like, well, if you just did it, just play the game better if you didn't want to get backseated. But now we're playing a game where you click a button to flip a coin and people are like, you got to buy the upgrade, by the way. It's in the DNA. I don't know what to tell you. It's in the DNA. They can't stop. You don't get mad at a dog for jumping on you if you got a strip of bacon in your pocket. How could I be mad at the type A chatters for backseating when there's a button that hasn't been pressed yet? Then press the button. It's not going to happen, couch boy. It's not going to happen. Now, if I was on Blue Sky, I'd say something like, it's an honor to have the vice president in the chat, but I'm not that type of fella. Also, I don't think your name is Couchboy. It scrolled by too fast. I think there might have been some extra letters in there. I got one more streak, then we got to stop. If I get to 6 heads in a row, that's the last one. Win, lose, or draw. Imagine this is a mobile game. It actually, like, if you removed this part right here, this has heavy, like, iPhone 1 energy. Like, can you imagine the swag you would feel? Like, if I had, like, a 15 heads in a row streak, to pop that shit out at a party in like 2009 and be like, hey, check this out. They'd be like, oh my fucking God. Oh my fucking God. Are you gonna flip it right now? I'm nervous. I don't wanna lose it. I don't wanna lose it. Should I do it? Should I flip it? Should I fucking flip it right now? Finish your beer, I'll fucking flip it right now. Let's do this shit. Let's do this. Let's bet on this shit. Dude, this might be a fucking great app, man. This might be a sick app. A coin flip app that just shows your streak of how many heads in a row you've gotten, and you could clip that shit to your fucking like bag or something like that and be like, damn. Bro's walking around with like a 12 streak right now. What about when it collapses though? Nothing in life is permanent, nephew. And you get the pleasure of building it back up again. It would be aura loss. Like If one of your friends, like you showed them your 8 streak and you're like, yeah, it's a bit of a beginner streak, but I just started playing, so I got a lot to learn. I'm just learning the ropes. And then your friend was like, yeah, I got a 3 streak right now. I had a 20, but I lost it. Like, nobody wants to hear about your fucking lost streak, bro. Just show me what's active. People are always trying to talk about like the best streak they ever had. Okay, we gotta stop. We gotta stop. We gotta stop. Hey, NL, can I run my character by you? It's Daniel Plainview if he came from Toronto. Okay, Bugbite, you have the floor? Oh, you're right. Sorry. I can't stop on a head. Okay. No, I'm not done. I think that's all right, but I'm not reading it. Oh, that's unfair flips, man. That's unfair flips. That is pretty good. Hey, thanks for watching. I'm going to send you over to my wife's stream, but I do think she's going to finish her stream pretty soon as well. We are not live tomorrow. Tomorrow is Indigenous Awareness Day, aka Canadian Truth and Reconciliation Day. We'll be live on Wednesday again. Frank Black, if he worked at Chipotle. Got me an order. Ah ha ha ho. Slicing up avos. Ah ha ha ho. They want guacamole. Ah ha ha ho. I don't know about you, but I am a chef at Chipotle. That works, man. Chef at Chipotle. I am a chef at Chipotle. Masturbation lost its touch. Skill difference, Billie Jean. Bite my chip and close my eyes. Chipotle takes me to paradise. I'm so damn full, I'm going blind, and I smell like chips. I've got some motivation to take a lunch vacation. There's definitely something. I don't know what it is, but there's something.